Yo, what's up? Full na ang aking storage. Yep. Tapusin na natin to. This one, C# classes. Medyo hirap pa rin ako i-apply siya. I don't know. Class something. Name, then public static. Public can be accessed, private can be changeable or naka-hide lang siya. Static. Ay, void doesn't return anything. Static is... Ano yung static ulit? Static. This my thing last night. Static eh. Static. Huh. Ayun. Belongs to the class that you need to create object. So, hindi ka na mag-create ng something nada. Yung new name equals new something. You just have to put it right away. Yeah, like this one, return AB. So, if i-print mo siya, just gotta use math helper. Add. That's it. Static. Yeah, you don't need to do stuff about it. I don't know. Weird concept, but yeah. Void no return. Belongs to the class, not an object. Or something na, man. This one, like this is a static. Weird. Question ako, yung Unity ba nagagamit ng C#? Use C#. Can I apply sa Unity? Maybe like make small games. Use primary scripting while Unity will support. Let's apply, and then I wanna do something about this. Ang gusto kong gawin is like apply siya sa gaming. I don't have no use of C#. I don't know what's cool. You should make applications and stuff, but we'll get into that. But right now, I just want to apply some things that I know. Yes. Then, for ano naman, ang goal ko naman kay Python is more on scripting. This one is just more applications and games maybe, but for Python scripting, I'll get back onto that sooner or later. Just gotta finish this one first, and then like I'll definitely move back to Python because that's I enjoy that a lot. C# written using. Okay, let's see. I don't want to make a shopping cart again. I mean, it could be cool, maybe, I guess. I want to make something new. Student report might be a great idea, though. Stores data and everything, though, you know. I could easily make this in Python, but with use of the classes thing, bit complicated. Basically methods. Class is just a bunch of methods in one thing. That stores it basically. Can I say that classes are just a bunch that are stored? Close. classes and just method is also storing data about the car. Okay, if manager class methods to like a toolbox, bunch of tools, but no item to use them on. A real class like a video game character, it has health. Okay, it's a bunch of bundle data plus methods. So store data and methods that belong together. So that's basically it. The methods basically a thing that you can assign something to do. Okay. So it's just a bunch of shortcuts and to save data. Okay, let me see. Okay. Hold up. Okay. Sa playground. Ano, okay, let me see this first. This variables and function. Imagine we want to simulate a player in a game. Static void. So, oh wait. Amin to. Static void attack. Ano yung ref? What's ref? You pass variable into a method, passes a copy of the value, tells, ano? Ref. Ano yung ref? The ref. Int number 99, change number. Int x equals 10, change number x, huh? Oh. I don't get it. Pass the actual variable, not just the copy. By default, what? Use in the with classes example. When you pass a variable into a method, C# pass a copy of the value. If you change it inside the method, the original asset does not change. Okay. So both sila mag-change. So say 99, then lagay mo dito. Change number, lagay mo dito si x. X equals 10. So okay. I got it. So if you get this one and you put it in this one change. So they're both changing. Weird. Ref, your enemy health damage. Health minus damage. Enemy took damage. Health theft. Okay, static void main. Oh no. What? Wait, classes na yan? Ay, na, program ba yan? Huh? Are separate. Player name, player health, attack are separate. Okay. Class character. Then public character string name and type data power. Name equals name. What? Public void attack character target. Console.WriteLine. Target name. Yep, separate functions with classes from blueprint. True.
Yeah. Ano ko dun? Biscuit.
Confusing pa eh.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Some help. No. Okay.
It's your bro. Hope you're doing well. And in this video, we're going to discuss classes in C#. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Okay.
Alright, classes. A class is really just a bundle of related code that you would like to organize together. It can be used as a blueprint to create objects with object-oriented programming, but we'll discuss that in the next video. So my main method is located within a class named program. The point of this class is, well,
Okay.
to group my program together, but there are classes too that have certain functions. For example, the math class. The purpose of the math class is to contain a bunch of useful methods related to mathematics. And let's take a look at this. So this class is named math, and all that's in here is a bunch of methods related to mathematics. So that's kind of the point of this class, but we can create our own classes too. Now, to create a class, we can either do so outside of our class program, or create a class within a separate C# file. I'll show you both ways. So to create a class, make sure that we're not writing this within our class program, so that ends here. Type class, and let's create a class to group a bunch of useful messages together, like
Okay.
message methods. Class, messages, curly braces. And let's create a few methods related to messages. So this is going to be more of like a utility class. Void, hello. And when we use this method, let's display a message like hello.
Yes, let's start simple.
Welcome to the program. And let's create maybe two more. Void, hello. Void, what about waiting? Like we're waiting for something. I am waiting for something. And what about goodbye? Void, bye. Bye. Thanks for visiting.
Okay.
If you would like to create a class within a separate C# file, I would recommend opening your Solution Explorer. If you don't have that open, you can find it here. Go to View, Solution Explorer.
If you have that open, yep. What's that?
Explorer. Go to View, Solution Explorer.
I think it's normal. Is it this one? This one? Okay.
Right click on your namespace, add class. Class, and then I will name this Messages.
think it's more if better if rewrite mo na lang yung class sa mismong code, but sa efficiency thing, if you want to do this, I don't know, I might not do this right now.
Add. Okay, then I'm going to take my code from within this class, cut it, delete my class, and then paste it within this class messages. So you can either write your class within the same C# file or a different one. If I would like to use some of these methods found within the messages class, there's one of two things that I need to do. I either need to create an object from this class
Teka, public ba yun?
or
Public.
a different one. So you can either write your class within, cut it,
No, just void, right?
then I'm going to take class. So you'd like to use some of these methods found an object from this class, or I need to precede my class definition with the word static, followed by everything within my messages class. So we'll talk about creating objects in the next video. So for now, we'll just have to use the static
Objects.
keyword, and I'll create a separate video on this too.
Okay.
And we should now be able to use these methods found within my messages class. So if I need to display a hello message, I would type the name of the class, that would be messages, then dot to access the members. However, these are not visible, so we need to make them public, and that'll be a separate video on access modifiers. So I would like this to be a public method, so precede static with public. And we should now be able to see those methods, so type messages again, dot, and here are those methods. I would like to use the hello method, and that will display my message. Hello, welcome to the program. I also have that waiting message, as well as goodbye. Messages.Bye. So hello, welcome to the program. I am waiting for something. Bye, thanks for visiting. So basically a class is just a bundle of related code, and it can be used as a blueprint to create objects. Otherwise, you can use a class more or less as a utility class, but when you
Okay.
define your class, you'll have to precede the class definition with the word static. And to make this public and accessible, you would have to precede each method with public and static. So yeah,
I'm gonna try. Meet inam dyan. Oh yeah. So, I don't know. I'm gonna make a class. Let's try. Sige, message. Message lang din. Message. Then, hindi, kailangan naka-public static siya. Wait. You do it right? No.
those are otherwise, so we need to make them public. So I would like this to be a
Static class. Static class message. Jess. Ano yung next?
public method.
Ito na yung command. Public. Void na lang muna. Void. Hello. You need you need parentheses. Okay. Why what's happening? Bakit ganun? So kailangan mo na siyang state as static palagi. Let's see why. Good explanation. So static class. Remove the static modifier. So kailangan naka-public siya. Just make it public static na lang palagi. Console.WriteLine. Oh shit. Hello. Welcome to my world. Damn. Okay. Let's make another one. Bye. Ba't lagi may lagpas? Okay, whatever. Console.WriteLine. Bye. And thank you. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. West. Okay. Kailangan ko ng message. Try. Messages.Hello. Pwede ano plus. Okay, whatever. Wait, what? What's wrong? Explain again. Let's expand para kita sa ano. Okay. Move your methods above the class decoration. Sorry. So that should work now, right? This must work, right? Wait. Oh. No. What's wrong? Huh? Please remove the. Okay. No. I think I remember. C#9 or C# latest whatever doesn't use main. So I think if you get to make like this, you have to make a different file. But in our case, I did it on a on the same file, so I think yep, we will get an error. aside such as mean within class, its top levels cannot be followed. Type to pre. Yep. Well, I mean, we could do that. I made a main program, I guess. But let me actually try and do it the other way around. While no, putting it in a different file system. Hello. Okay, but nag-hello siya. Hello, welcome to my world. It is out. It is. Sorry, said that. So I don't know how do you make a class, but can I make one? Classes. Can I just copy it? It will be good. Should I still be good with that? Oh, okay. Is this how you made them? Ako public public eh. Okay, no. So you actually need to use the thingy. How do I make classes in different file? Sure. Wait, so here's a proposed directory structure for C# console. Program ch cs messages. Yeah. Yeah, I did that already. Kailangan ba same name? So this should work now. Did ang readme ko siyang readme. Ano to? Okay. So, pwede ko siyang i-run ng walang main. Let's see. Nope. Why? Why so? Kailangan ko ng main. Nangyari pa lalabas. Oh, what the nangyari? Ito ka. Nangyari? Ba't hindi na ako pwede mag-add? Ito ka. Nangyari? What the fuck?
Kain na. Hindi ka kakain na.
Nangyari. Ayaw niya na. Wait. Saan na yung mga assistant? Why are... What the fuck is happening? Ba't hindi na naglalabas yung mga ano? Oh my goodness. I'm doing it manual, by the way. What the fuck? Wait. Save. What the hell happened? Ba't nawala? Restart VS Code. Let's restart VS Code. Ayun, okay na ulit. Damn, weird ass things happening. Oh my god. Okay, messages. Oh, it's gone again. What the fuck? Okay, here we go. Any equals? What's that? Okay, well. Bye. Here we go. Good morning, Mr.West. Hello, welcome to my work. Goodbye and thank you. Okay. Works great. But it is work if hindi ako gagamit ng main. I mean, just experimenting here, but like, they still do work. Yep. So in a new C#, apparently, you have to make another file for the classes if you don't want to use main. But it's fine. Okay, that still works. That's great. Okay. Okay.
So
Have to learn more about this classes and then object. Let's finish that and actually understand the whole thing.
seed. I also have. Hey, it's your bro. Hope you're doing well. And in today's video, we're going to discuss object-oriented programming in C#. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Damn. Thought classes will be easier. I mean, it's so complicated.
Alright, objects. An object is an instance of a class. That means that we can use a class as a type of blueprint to create objects with object-oriented programming. So look around you right now. You're surrounded by objects. Next to me I have a microphone, a monitor, a mouse, and a cup of coffee. So we can use code to mimic real-world objects. Objects can have fields and methods. These are defining characteristics and actions that an object can perform. They describe what an object has and what an object can do. And it
Wait. Try
means
again?
that we can... Alright, objects. An object is an instance of a class. That means that we can use a class as a type of blueprint to create objects with object-oriented programming. So look around you right now. You're surrounded by objects. Next to me I have a microphone, a monitor, a mouse, and a cup of coffee. So we can use code to mimic real-world objects. Objects can have fields and methods. These are defining characteristics and actions that an object can perform. They describe what an object has and what an object can do. And in today's video, we will be instantiating human objects, but we'll need the help of a human class as a type of blueprint to design what sorts of fields and methods that all humans should have. So outside of our class program, you can either do this within the same C# file or a separate one within your Solution Explorer. I'll keep it all within the same C# file this time. Let's create a class named human, then curly braces. So let's add some fields. Fields are kind of like the defining attributes of what all humans should have. Let's say that humans have a name and an age. So I'll define those, much like what we do with variables. String name, I will declare this but not yet assign it, as well as int age. So these
String name.
are fields. They're defining characteristics of what an object has.
Fields, okay.
Now let's create some methods. What kinds of actions can humans perform? They can eat and they can sleep. Void, eat. And then I will display something when...
Okay. So here you store data. You have a blueprint or something, and then here you have a action or a method. So like let's say in ChatGPT a while ago. Here. Bundle of data plus methods and behaviors. Okay.
we invoke this method. Let's say name plus is eating. And then let's create a sleep method. Void sleep. Name plus is sleeping.
Yep.
Okay, now this is what we need to do to instantiate an object from a class. Type the name of the class, human. We need a unique name for this human object. Let's call this human object just human1.
That's okay.
Human1 equals new
That's how you make objects. Okay, I get it now.
human again.
That's why you make those kind of things. That's how you make objects. It's questioning from the start. Yun pala yun, okay.
Add a set of parentheses and a semicolon. There we go. We now have a human object named human1.
So that's an object. So if you need to, you don't need to do this. You have to put static. Okay.
Now there's just one problem. The fields and methods of this human object are not visible. So if I type human1 dot, we can't access the name and age fields as well as the eat and sleep methods. So normally I wouldn't recommend doing this because this isn't secure, but just for learning purposes, let's precede our fields and methods with the access modifier of public so that these are publicly accessible from another class. So if we type human1 dot, we should be able to access our name and age fields as well as the eat and sleep
More like the recommended private. Okay.
methods. So let's give human1 a name. Human1 dot name. And let's assign human1 a first name of Rick, like from Rick and Morty. And let's give him an age too. Human1 dot age. And he will be 65 years old. And we should be able to use the eat and sleep methods now. Human1 dot eat. And then human1 dot sleep. So after invoking these two methods, eat and sleep, this will display Rick is eating and Rick is sleeping. So congratulations, we have successfully instantiated a human object. And the nice thing about classes is that we can keep on reusing this class to create more humans if we need more than one. So this
So you
time,
need
let's
to-
create
You don't need to make more of that. Okay, that's fair.
a
Fair.
second human. So follow this formula, the name of the class, human, then we need a unique name for this human object. Human1 is taken, so let's name the second human human2 equals new human. And
Okay.
then we can assign some of the fields of our human class. So we need a name and an age. So human2's name will be Morty,
Morty.
and
Yeah.
his age will be 16. And this time, let's have human2 use the eat and sleep method. So Rick is eating, Rick is sleeping, Morty is eating, Morty is sleeping.
Yep.
So that's basically what an object is. It's an instance of a class, and a class can be used as a blueprint to create objects. And objects can have fields and methods. Fields are what an object has. Methods are what an object can do.
Fields and methods.
And methods. Fields are what an
Fields
object
and
has.
methods, okay.
Methods are an instance of a class, and a class can be used as a blueprint to create objects. So,
Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
oh yeah, let's do this. Alright, the static modifier. The static modifier is used to declare a static member, one which belongs to the class itself rather than any one specific object. I have a class named car. Cars have a field named model, and a constructor to assign a model when we instantiate a car object. And I have two car objects, car 1 and car 2. Car 1 is a Mustang, car 2 is a Corvette. Here's the situation. Let's say that we're going to have a race, but we need to keep track of how many cars are instantiated that are entering our race. One way in which we can do that is to create a static field to keep track of how many cars are created. So let me show you what this looks like with a non-static field first.
Yep.
So let's declare an integer variable named number of cars to keep track of how many cars we create. So I will declare this, but not yet assign it. And within my constructor, I will increment number of cars by 1. Remember that with constructors, you're not limited to only assigning values to fields. You can do like any sort of code that you want. Remember that it's just another kind of method. Okay, so every time we instantiate a car object, we will increment number of cars by 1. And then let's display number of cars. So we need to access this in a non-static way by typing the name of a car object, like car1, dot, followed by the name of the field. But it looks like we need to make this public. Public int number of cars. Car1 dot number of cars. Let's do the same thing for car2. Car2 dot number of cars. Now you would think that the number of cars would be 2, right? And that's where you're wrong. Number of cars for both car1 and car2 are both 1 because each car object has their own copy of the number of cars field. And within the constructor, when we increment each copy of number of cars, well, it's only ever going to be a maximum of 1. So one way in which we could fix that is to change this field to a static field. After public, type static. Public static int number of cars. And we can no longer access this field in a non-static way by typing the name of an object followed by the name of the field. We would have to access this field in a static way by typing the name of its class followed by the name of the field. So type the name of the class, car, followed by, dot, then the name of the field. So this field now belongs to the car class, and no one object has complete ownership of it. It's kind of like they're all sharing the same variable. And let's try this again.
Yeah.
So the number of cars that we have created is 2. Now, just to test everything, let's create a third car. We have a third racer within our race. So car 3 will be what about a Lambo? And we now have created 3 cars. So again, by preceding this field with the static modifier, the class now owns it. We can also apply the static modifier to a method as well. Public static, and we'll create a method to begin our race. Let's call this start race. So we don't want each object to be able to start the race on their own terms, right? So it would be better if the car class itself has a start race method. So then if we would like to begin our race, we can access it in a static way. The race has begun.
Okay.
Then if I need to invoke this method, I type the name of the class, car, dot, the name of the static method, start race. Then a set of parentheses to invoke it, and this should now begin our race. The race has begun. And then you can also apply the static modifier to a class itself, but then you can't instantiate objects from this class. You can see that we're getting errors. Cannot declare a variable of static type car. So that's kind of like the deal with the math class. In order to use this should be a static method, then we can access it in a static way. The race has begun. Then if I need to invoke this method, I type the name of the class, car, dot the name of
Start
the
race.
static method start race, then a set of parentheses to invoke it, and this should now begin our race. The race has begun.
Yep.
And then you can also apply the static modifier to a class itself, but then you can't instantiate objects from this class. You can see that we're getting errors. Cannot declare a variable of static type car. So that's kind of like the deal with the math class. In order to use a method of the math class, we wouldn't create like a math object, right? Like math1 equals new math, right?
Yep.
And then we wouldn't type math1 dot round to round a number. It's a lot easier just to use directly the math class and type math dot round. So that's kind of the idea behind a static class. You can't create objects from a static class. And we kind of learned about that in the video on classes. Well, in conclusion, the static modifier can be applied to a field, a method, or a class itself. Anything that is declared static now belongs to the class, and no one object has ownership of it. So that is
Okay.
the static modifier. If this video helped you out, help me out by smashing that like button.
I got it. I'm just a bit okay, but it just makes it public. Yeah. So say car 1, car 2, car 3 both now has shares all the same things of that thing. Yeah. So you can't make class car and static stat would fuck all of this up. So you only did the number of cars, but you don't get to put static on everything. That's basically how I understand the way it is. Because if you put it on static, then all things will be shared, and not everything will have its own unique shit. So yeah, let's do the other one, constructors.
All
Nice one,
right,
Kanye.
constructors. A constructor is a special method found within a class. It has the same name as the class name. In the last video, we created a human class, but it's missing a constructor. If we do not explicitly create a constructor, there is a hidden one behind the scenes that is automatically called, and it is used to create an object for us. So let's explicitly create a constructor. So you type public, because we want this to be publicly accessible, and then it
Yep.
has the same name as the class name. Then add a set of parentheses, then a set of curly braces. This works just like a method, and we can even set up parameters. So let's set up name and age parameters. So we need to list the data type, string, name, and int age. Now, in order to create a human object, we have to pass a matching set of arguments. We need to pass in a name and an age. Well, a string to function as a name and an integer to function as an age. So we don't manually need to assign these fields anymore. We can just pass these values as arguments. So with human 1's name was Rick and his age was 65. So I will pass these as arguments, Rick and 65. And you can
Yep.
see that that red underline went away. So let's do the
Kaya
same
wanna do
thing.
class attendance thingy. I don't did that, right? Did I? Oh yeah, oo nga. But like this one time, just more information, please.
For human 2, Morty, and his age is 16, and we no longer need to manually assign those fields. However, within the constructor, we'll need to do so. So type this dot the name of the field we would like to assign
This.
equals the name of the parameter, and in this case, they have the same name. This.Name
Ano yung this? May nakita ako nandito eh. Excuse me.
equals name, and this.Age equals whatever this is, age. And this will work the same as before, but we did not need to manually assign those values to those fields. So after calling the eat and sleep method for both human 1 and human 2, this will display Rick is eating, Rick is sleeping, Morty is eating, Morty is sleeping. So that's kind of what a constructor is. It's a special method found within a class, and it's automatically called when we instantiate an object if we do not explicitly create a
constructor. Ay, sorry.
Rick is
Constructor pala
object
tawag dun.
if we do
Special method in a class, same name as the class name can be used to assign. So that's basically it. This.
not explicitly create a different example this time. Instead of humans, let's create a car class. We will instantiate some car class, car, then curly braces. Cars will have, let's say, 4 fields: a make, a model, a year, and a color.
So
String make, string model, int year,
okay.
and string color.
Okay.
Then to create a constructor, this will have the same
Ano tawag dito? Field.
same name as the class name.
Field yan.
Precede this with public, car, parentheses, curly braces. And again, this is a special kind of method, and we can set up arguments and parameters. So we have string make, string
Okay.
model.
So this is the declared value. So this is how you get input from that value.
Int year, and string color. And then when we receive arguments, we can assign them to these fields. This
May nakita ako parang string something something. Ito constructor. Seen something, a constructor or something ba? Nakita ko yun eh. I don't know where. This one. I seen it.
this dot make equals make. This dot model equals model. This dot year equals year. And this dot color equals color. Then let's create maybe a drive method. Public void drive. And we will display something. You drive the plus make plus a lot of space to separate make and model plus model. Okay, now let's instantiate some car objects. So we type the name of the class, car. Then we need a unique name or identifier for this car.
Gagawa siya ng object. Gagawa siya ng object. Kasi hindi siya static. Pag static, you can car dot something.
Let's call this first car, car1 equals new car, parentheses, semicolon. But to instantiate a car object, we have to pass a matching set of
instantiate. Concrete, whatever, parang ano, corporate.
Arguments to these parameters. We have to pass a make, model, year, and color. So car1, let's say, is a Ford Mustang. Ford Mustang. The year will be 2022, and the color is red. And then let's have car1 use the drive method. So type car1 dot drive, then a set of parentheses to invoke it. You drive the Ford Mustang. Now let's create car2. It's the same process as before, but we need a unique name or identifier. Car2 equals new car. This will be a Chevy Corvette, and the year will be 2021, and the color is blue. And then let's use the drive method of car2. Car2.drive. You drive the Ford Mustang, you drive the Chevy Corvette.
Okay.
So yeah, that's a constructor. It's a special method found within a class, and it has the same name as the class name, class car, and the constructor name is car as well. And it
no, this one actually doesn't have static yet.
Can be used to assign arguments to fields when creating an object. There's a few
partial name can be used to assign arguments to a field.
other things
Used to assign arguments to a field.
you can do with constructors too, but we'll discuss that in future videos. So you can smash that like button.
Yeah, I think I get it now. I think I can do something about it. So let's say I want to make something here. Let's try to make what he did. I don't remember what he did. Like what you put, class car something. How do you make these? No. The fields. How do you make fields?
This model.
The string. Yeah, string. Name. Will that work? What's wrong? Oh my god, I have so much more. Like 16 already. Oh yeah. Okay, I got it. Man, C# is so sensitive in terms character. So sensitive, so much. String name. No, I have to make it public, I think. No? Oh no, it's static. Ito pala. Sorry. Okay, so class message. Oh my god. Class messages. There you go. Oh my god. Wow. Okay, whatever. Age. I'm just copying what he did, basically. I want a space, whatever. Just get a space. So, okay na muna yan. String name tsaka age. Then... yeah, I think that's it then. Oh, sorry.
.Make.
And then... wait.
This.
These are methods. This should be inside of that. Kaya pa nag-error, sorry. Did I right?
Year.
Hey, hold up. Actually, don't need this anymore. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's basically how you make it, okay? Then I need to make a constructor. How do you make constructor? You make it public. You don't make it static. Let's not make that yet. Messages. Then this is what you will expect to get back. So let's say name. String. No. Int. Age. Then. No, you can't do that. Put something at the end. So this na lang gamitin this. Name equals to name. Alright. Yeah. Yes. Hindi ko alam in this. Come on, let's actually see this. Refer current instance. So basically, dito na siya ginagamit, okay. Okay, is to assign. So it's basically just as this. This name equals this. This in this. That's it. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Oh shit. Age equals age. Why is that error? What's that? Did this one? the hell? What the hell? Ano yan? Ano to? That was the problem. There, 25 is unstring, not... What's wrong? Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. There you go. Okay, so I'm trying to convert an integer to a string. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, may reference na siya. Name. It's the same thing. So let's say should I make a new object? Use static. Pag ginawa ko siya static, it can make something easier. But let's make a new object. Messages. Ano ang name? Person1 equals new. New. Messages dot. Actually, you can just do that right away. Can you? Can you do that? I know you can do that right away.
We have to pass.
Yeah, new car, new messages, person1. And let's say like oh, you need a string, I mean. Okay, I'm gonna make one person. Wag si no, si Kanye, and he's a 38. There you go. Okay, let's try. Oh, good. Oh, what the fuck? But 23 lang.
And then let's have car1 for identifier. Car. Use the. You drive the Chevy. Chevy.
Oh shit. Oh shit. I forgot to print kailangan pala i-print si console. Kasi that's just a set of data. So let's say person1. That will print out Kanye.38. Oh, whoa. Messages? What the fuck? Wait lang. Print out messages. The fuck? I mean, he did the function drive. That. Ano ba to? Person1. Huh.
Okay, now let's.
Wait lang. Console.WriteLine. Person1. So, person1 messages. Sige, ito isa pang command. Sige, lagay tayo public. Isa pang public. Greet. Greet na lang. Greet. That right?
A lot of space to separate make and model. Plus.
Anong problem nun? error codes trying to access a non-static field. Name is not static. Static greet. Why is instant belong to each other? Greet is a static. Make greet an instance and remove static. Also this. Kasi hindi siya static. So, oh my god, sa kahilo. Oh my gosh. Static, it belongs to the class, not any object. Instant field belongs to each object. Pwede ko ba ito na public? I don't know. No, this is a field. Hindi mo kailangan, hindi mo pwedeng i-statics yung field. Public void. Okay, try. Ay, wait, no. Ah, no. Pwede wala. Okay. So, this dot. Wait, hindi siya naka-public. Hindi siya accessible. Paano ko siya i-access? Public static. Wait lang. Option 1, make create. Pass an object to a static method. Ah, no. Hindi, ito na lang. There. Yun. Bakit string? So, okay. So, hindi ito to. Nag-try lang ulit ako. So, hindi pa to. So, gumana. Hello, Kanye. Okay, so gumana to. But not this way.
Plus car plus
Public void. So, tanggal natin to. Kailangan ko siyang ma-access ngayon.
make plus a lot of space to separate make and model plus model. Okay, now let's instantiate some car objects. So we type the name of the class, car, then we need a unique new car matching set of arguments. So method. So type you drive.
Hindi ko siya ma-access.
Drive. Then a set of parentheses to invoke it.
Correct scroll. Tama naman eh. Wait. Oo nga. Sa person 1 dot create. So, lalabas pa yun. Okay, so, nasa loob na kasi ng instance. Okay. So, messages. So, Okay. Oh, hello, Kanye. Okay. Wala isa pa. Ay, kagi. Try again. Hello, Kanye 38. Okay. Damn. Field constructors. Hindi pa nga constructors yun eh. No, this is the field. This is the constructor. These are methods. Okay. Field to store data. Then you got ano ba to? Constructors to ayun, assign arguments to fields. So you can get name, then age. So this name becomes this name, age. Then wait lang, messages. Parameter siya. Okay, so basically this is our field stores their data and they turn into malleable. I don't know. Ito yung methods. The specific thing. Greet, then ito lang. Hello, then this one, and then understand, need to gagana ng wala to eh. I don't know, let's try. Hindi. For this pala. So, pwede ka mag-type ng data dito in this kind of manner. So, this name to get into this and this. Okay. Convert lang. This to this to here. This to this to this. Yep. This refers to the field variable instead of class name parameter passed in. So Alice gets stored in the class name and field 20 goes into age. Why use this? Because parameter name is the same as the field name. This name is the class field, this is the parameter. Yun. Class field, then parameter. So this is the class field, this is the parameter. Class field, parameter. Class field, parameter. Stores data, this one. Okay, let's wait. What's difference field data ba yung tawag? Teka, field data. Class field. And parameter. Okay. Class field. These are parameters. Variable that belongs to that object. Stored inside the object you want to create. The object message now remembers. Yes, parameter temporary variable just only inside the method or constructor. From what you pass when calling the method constructor example. constructor is running after they disappear. So you can store them in that manner. So yun nga, yun. So that's basically it. Temporary input. So you can store it. So this stored here. Then if you want, you can store it in this manner. Okay. Ang weird lang. Walang return na. Pero nagpiprint siya, you know. Console.WriteLine. Pero itong create. Meron pala. I mean, okay. First for this one pala. Okay. To take in on this one. Okay. Man, on top. My god. Medyo clear na. Okay. Oh my goodness. That's okay for now. Too complicated pa. Okay, it's okay for now.